He didn't fall. Inconceivable. The best is like, if he's too late, see? The cliffs of insanity.
I just like when Inigo's like, I don't
Keep
think what
using
it
that
means
word.
what you think what it means.
My way is not very sportsmanlike. Now get out of here. I'll call the Brute Squad. I'm on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad. Hello, and welcome to Entertain This. It's a podcast about movies.
TV shows.
And video games. And missed opportunities, Tom. Where were you last night when the beacons have gone to him?
Actually, when you say that, I was at a Lord of the Rings candlelight
No,
concert.
not at that time.
Oh, I was passed out on that couch a mere 10 feet to your right or to your left.
We're all old married husbands, not to each other, but we have
No, this isn't a...
So now
Weird Mormon.
we get like one day every 2 weeks where we can all play together, and you poop the bed.
No, I didn't poop the bed. I fell asleep on the couch watching Scrubs.
Pooping. You pooped the couch.
Just defecating wildly.
You let us down. We needed you. You could have seen my character.
I've seen the pictures
This naked old
of your
man running
buck naked wizard with his flaccid wiener.
Do you know what his name is?
No, what's his name?
Old.
Old.
Yeah.
You could have played with us as we got yeeted off this cliff a couple of times.
Yeah, that was funny.
I couldn't figure out the puzzle. Hayden was just laughing because he knew what was going on, and I couldn't figure it out quick enough.
Baldur's Gate. It's the Blood of Lathander little puzzle. If we have like the 3 nerds out there that listen, that understand.
Hayden was like, "Go out there and just disarm that." I was like, "All right." So I went out there. I'm like trying to disarm it. It's like,
Once Hayden tells you to just go do that thing, it's like, why?
well, he's like, "It can be disarmed." So I ran out there, and if you don't do it fast enough, he just yeets you off the side of
Oh
the
my
cliff
God.
Yeah, that's what happened.
a few times. All right, I was like, "All right, we're loading back in," and then we got all the way through, and I got us killed.
Yeah, that's the way to do it again.
I angered a god, and she just smited us all right there.
I was like, "Don't say that, bitch." He said it. I was like, "We're dead."
And then
She was
just
my god.
exploding like the minions in the movie. Time Bandits.
Oh yeah, it's one of the 3 movies you reference constantly. I'm surprised you forgot.
No, it's one of the top 5.
Oh,
It's number 4, but you know.
he's already got them numbered.
Yeah, Top Gun's number 5.
Okay, what are we talking about? What is this? What's
Well, before we talk about anything, we should talk about social media.
Yeah, that's probably
since we have it.
Well, you can go to entertainthispodcast.com, or straight to our Facebook group and page. You also go to our Twitter and Instagram, which is @entertain.this.
You know,
no,
Mitch,
wait, it's
Oh, you were so close.
@entertainthis_.
I was about to say.
I forgot that was the old one.
I was listening to some of the throwback episodes, and I think I listened to like 4 over this last week, and every one of them you boogered up everyone, and we're just me and Tom are just like, God,
One day.
Do y'all want to say it?
nah.
No.
Unless you write it down the right way so I can literally just read it. Because you just stare at me and go, well.
Well, since I changed it, I don't have it written down yet.
You can go to entertainthispodcast.com, which will take you to our Facebook group, friends, and page. You can also go to Twitter and Instagram.
You can also go to all that stuff, and you can give us likes and
Yeah, you
ratings,
can ring
comments,
bells, subscribe,
And money.
money.
You should go back and find the best episode that you like the most and share it with your best friend.
If you like the show and you want to be on it, $1 million.
There's not a lot to choose from.
And we'll fire.
There's 4 years of episodes to choose from.
Yeah.
Just don't pick the first year. That's a rough
Well, no,
year.
that year is not available. So there is 4 years available.
Are we 5 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We start in 2020.
Remember when we started the podcast and we were like, we just got to make it to 7 episodes and then we'll hit our stride. I think we're there.
We're still tripping over our shoelaces. We're kidding.
All right.
Well, we're doing another deep dive focus into a film, a classic film, a film close to everyone's hearts. And if it's not, you're wrong. The Princess Bride, the 1987 Rob Reiner directed classic.
Do you know who named The Princess Bride?
William Goldman.
He technically named it, but who gave him the name?
I have no idea.
His daughters. Because he said he has written a lot of different books. Actually, I have an article to refer to. All right? This is from Screen Rant.
He's like, flips out of paper.
Flips out his flip phone.
Yep. Top 10 behind-the-scenes facts about The Princess Bride. Number 1. Writer William Goldman's daughters came up with the title. All right. William Goldman primarily wrote The Princess Bride for his daughters. A couple of little girls aren't going to be interested in a movie like All the President's Men or Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, so writing a fairy tale was a chance for Goldman to share his craft with his kids. He even came up with the title. The author asked his daughters to help him come up with an idea for his next book. One of them suggested that he write a story about a princess, while others suggested a story about a bride. Goldman put these concepts together and came up with the title
The Princess Bride. Oh, he said it.
He just combined the names.
They said it.
He's a genius.
Because they've been trying to make this movie since like the early 70s.
Yeah, they said the 70s.
And Robert Redford tried to get onto it so he could direct.
They had a bunch of weird directors. They had some famous French director that did a lot of French. I can't remember what kind of genre, French expressionism or something like that. And he almost got it. And thank God.
Yeah, it all worked out well.
Rob Reiner got a hold of it. Do you know who they originally wanted? Because they couldn't get Andre the Giant when William Goldman was considering it.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But by that point, he was too big of a star. Liam Neeson auditioned for it.
Did he really?
But they dismissed him because of his height.
They also considered Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
For Andre,
I mean, just because they couldn't get the first two at the time.
Yeah. Do you know who auditioned for Princess Buttercup?
I know Uma Thurman was one.
Yep.
They considered Whoopi Goldberg.
Meg Ryan, Sean Young, Susie Amos, Courtney Cox, and Whoopi Goldberg.
No way.
That would have been a movie.
Princess Buttercup. Bow.
Yeah, that'd have been something.
And a lot of issues with Andre the Giant because this was like he was a year or two away from dying when
he died in the 90s.
He had a lot of because he was so big.
He died in 1993.
What year did this movie come out?
1987.
Okay.
I think it was like production was like 1986 and then 87.
Yeah.
But he was still part of the WWF.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to fight. He was supposed to have some big match in Tokyo, but it got canceled. And he also had like back surgery.
Yeah.
Because of his.
He was so his back was bothering him so bad. That scene where he catches
Buttercup,
like they had to put her on.
She was on
because he couldn't even lift her.
Where he's fighting Wesley, Carrie Ellis is like walking on a platform behind him.
Oh yeah.
Or has like as they're moving, like he's like sidestepping next to him, just so he's not actually on his back. Because it hurt that much. And he was like really worried because he spoke French, and like his English wasn't that great.
Oh, Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
but he said he really liked this because it was something where people didn't just like stare at him because
oh my god,
he got to be like a normal person. He felt like because he was just part of the movie.
Mm-hmm. And he's one of the best characters in that whole movie.
Oh yeah,
like every scene with him is gold.
Yeah, they all look like they were having fun making it. I mean, this was like a
Red Power Roberts.
Come for your soul.
Whenever you read about movies being made, there's always like a nightmare, like kind of like a little snippet of the production, and like it seemed like The Princess Bride had no flaws whatsoever.
Because I think the last person cast was Robin Wright as Buttercup.
Yeah,
because like they still hadn't picked, and like they really liked her because her agent like was like, you need to do this. And it's like her first major movie. Yeah. And Rob Reiner's like, I'm sitting there with the writer, wasn't William Goldman.
Yeah.
And Robin Wright showed up.
Yeah.
And his like the sun was going down, so it was like the flowing gold hair, like back. And he literally was like, it was like she got backlit by God.
Yeah.
And she like had the halo, and Goldman just looked up at her and went, "Well, that's what I wrote." It's like she was cast right there.
Billy Crystal was so hilarious that he caused nausea and rib injuries.
Yeah.
And the cast and crew.
The Miracle Max, because Rob Reiner, they were like, he would come in and go action, and then he'd leave because he was ruining takes, laughing so hard, and like almost threw up.
Yeah, they said that he had to go outside and like stop himself from puking.
Who was the lady that played his wife in this?
Carol Kane.
Yeah, they said that a lot of pretty much their entire scenes were just ad lib between the two of them.
They're like the only ones who were just like, do it.
Happening.
Because Billy Crystal's like, I met like the makeup guy, and he's like, how do you want your character, this Miracle Max guy, to look? And he's like, I want him to be a cross between Casey Stengel, the old Yankees manager, and my grandmother.
We'll be right back.
Ever wondered what a rhythm-based stealth game with dinosaurs might look like? Or a farming sim in space with zombies? Welcome to the Gaming Blender podcast. I'm Matt, and with my co-host Scott, we take a random game genre and random game mechanics, blend them all up, and pitch wild, totally hypothetical games you've never heard of, and maybe shouldn't. New episodes every other week. Hit play and unleash your inner game dev. No coding required. Search the Gaming Blender on your favorite podcast app now.
According to Mandy Patinkin, Inigo Montoya, Crystal was so hilarious in the movie that it caused his only onset injury. He wasn't injured during any of the fight scenes, but he did get a bruised rib from holding his laughter during Crystal's performance because he's supposed to be like drunk and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I thought that was funny. So
there's like 30 hours of Billy Crystal doing Miracle Max, and it's just like bizarre stand-up like Yiddish jokes and like all this stuff that he's working into it, like in the whole MLT. Mm-hmm. The mutton, lettuce, and tomato. He's like, with the mutton's nice and lean. He just made that up on the, like, nobody wrote that. He just said it. And like, they were all like, it's like, this is gold. This is great.
Also, Manny Patinkin, I'm butchering his name. This was his favorite role. And, you know, he was in like what?
Was he not Criminal Minds?
No,
something along that line.
Yeah, like CIS or something. Anyways,
CSI or something. Like
that. Yeah. He said this is his favorite role. He says every day at least 3 people come up to him and say, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die." And he says he's like learned to love it. It just means that like it's transcended the ages. He really related to this character because his father died. The actor's father died, so it was grounding for him.
Like Wallace Shawn, he's like talks about it. He's like there's like one bit he was saying, he's like, I was walking down the street and I was like carrying groceries and I dropped something and somebody just shouted inconceivable at me.
Watching this with my little girl for the first time, she started watching, and she watches this Disney show called Elena, which it's based in like South American kind of culture animated thing, but the character does a lot of the fencing stuff. So when she saw like the Man in Black and Inigo start doing the fencing, she was like, oh, I know what that is. So she really likes watching them, and she goes, oh, they're not left-handed. They start switching. She enjoyed that part. I was kind of surprised.
They trained for like 3 or 4 weeks with Bob Anderson, who did Star Wars, and he also does the fights. He's in Vader's suit fighting Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back. Because David Prowse like just didn't have like the skill, I guess, to
finesse.
But he also trained Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings.
Oh wow!
I mean, he did say he's like Viggo Mortensen is like the best person I've ever trained. Like he would like if you told me he was born with a sword in his hand, I would have believed you. Yeah. But the 3 of them learned how to fight and do the duels right and left-handed. Yeah, and Cary Ellis was like, it got to the point. He's like, I was better left-handed.
There's a YouTube series where like real sword masters like break down the best sword fight scenes in film history, and the one between Inigo Montoya and Wesley is considered number 1 in all of film history. So,
because it's actually them doing it.
Yeah. The only time it's not them is where
they do the flip on the bar.
Yeah, and that's just kind of because I like where Inigo's about to jump and like Wesley's like gesturing at his butt with the sword. He's like, "Come on, go!" And like the music's like, and then Wesley like throws the sword and there's a drum roll.
Yeah. But he does it, does like a flip, lands on
it.
Yeah.
You know. But you can see, who are you?
You can see the ground when he lands. Like,
yeah, it's a mat.
The mat.
You see all the disc go.
This movie spent 12 years in developmental hell. It bounced around and cost 2 studio heads their jobs as they announced they were trying to make it. When the studio that owned the book's rights put up all of its option material for sale to clean house, Goldman decided to buy back the rights to his own book so that any adaptation would be done right. Because they were about to make it with the famous French actor whose name is Francois Truffaut, and he's a famous French director known for his new wave masterpieces such as Jules and Jim and the 400 Blows.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Everyone knows of those.
Classic films. Seen them 1,000 times each.
So that's about all the behind the scenes.
I think Christopher Reeves, he tried to get in to the movie and play Wesley.
Yeah.
Really?
But they already had Cary Elwes pretty much pegged.
You know how he auditioned for that role?
Cary Elwes?
Yeah. He channeled Fat Albert. I don't know. I got him the job.
He just like busted in, looked at Rob Bryan and went, her.
I guess.
Okay, sure. Why not?
I think Cary Elwes or Rob Bryan already had like Cary Elwes like in mind to play Wesley after some movie that he had just done.
What did he do before? It must have been some sort of like local UK film.
I can tell you.
So
based on his performance in Lady Jane.
Famous movie.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna start something.
Like looking at Rob Reiner's like directorial credits,
All over the place.
it's all over the place, but they're all really good movies.
Yeah. No, he gets. What's the last movie? Is he done directing? Has he done a movie in the past decade?
I mean, the last thing I know of is The Wolf of Wall Street. But I
No,
don't know.
he didn't direct that.
No, he was.
Oh,
in
he's
it.
just part of it. Yeah. That's
Yeah, he plays his dad.
Yeah.
Where he's like losing it, and they're all laughing at him because he's like $100 on a dinner.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
This is Spinal Tap.
Oh, that's right. He did direct.
The Sure Thing. I don't remember that one. Stand by Me.
Oh,
The
Sleepless in
Princess
Seattle.
Bride. When Harry Met Sally. Misery.
Misery's great.
A Few Good Men.
Oh, that's right.
The American President. I don't
Yeah.
remember that one.
Solid movie repertoire. So
The movie only cost. It cost about $16 million. They said to make, but it only made $30 million. When
It wasn't a huge hit. Once it went to like VHS and like home rentals and release, it like became like the cult classic and great film it is now.
And what would you imagine that it's rated right now without looking?
Oh, well.
PG.
On IMDb.
It's probably rated PG-13
No,
because there's blood.
No, like
Oh,
IMDb. Like the how? What?
Oh,
thing is that?
100%.
8.9.
Well, y'all got to look at see what IMDb is before. There's 8 out of 10,
Okay.
and then on Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 96%, and the fans give it a 94.
Okay. That's solid. I think it's a movie that transcends the generations. Like, I remember watching this last year 2 years ago with my daughter, and she loved it. But it is kind of cheesy, and some of the special effects don't quite stand up the time, but it has its kind of self-awareness.
It's about more than that.
Yeah, it has a self-awareness of its own corny that makes it work. Yeah.
My daughter liked the fact that it was like a storybook kind of thing, the starting stuff, because she was like, "This is not princesses."
That's the most important thing. If this
comes in.
movie did not have that with what's his face, Peter Falk and Fred Savage,
Oh, yeah.
the movie it would just been like, all right, it's another silly fairy tale movie.
The original ending that they wanted to do that I think Rob Reiner changed was instead of him saying the classic "As you wish" line. Wait. As you wish. Instead of him saying that
like
line,
a T-800.
instead of him saying that to his grandson before he leaves, they're gonna have the camera pan from Fred Savage, right, to the window, and all the cast of the story was going to be like waving at him through the window. It could be goofy.
No,
I've seen something that does something like that. Oh, it was the Scrooged when they're all standing up at the top waving back at him.
Scrooged. Yeah.
you know who did the music?
For this movie?
Yeah,
No.
Mark Knopfler,
Who's that?
the lead guitar player and singer for Dire Straits.
Didn't they want? It wasn't Queen.
David Bowie.
Yeah, David. No. They wanted Paul from the Beatles.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney to do it. Yeah, and he turned it down. So I think it's pretty solid. The music is also like really good.
Mark Knopfler, man. It's Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Anybody who's seen Dire Straits do Sultans of Swing live on like whatever, like their Vivo, is that what it's called? On YouTube, where it's like the music video thing, because MTV doesn't play music videos anymore.
Yeah.
But there's like a whole bunch of stuff where like Dire Straits is doing the show, and there's like a whole bunch of reactions, and some dude just sits there, pauses it, and he's like, I'm so mad, because he's like halfway through like the 14-minute version, and he's like, and his buddy's like, why? And he goes, because nothing I will ever watch is this good. He's like, I'm so mad. He's like, I found it. I found number one.
Wow.
Well, real quick before we get started, there's a couple of reviews I was going to let you hear. There's one that's 10 out of 10 by Sagita86. Says possibly one of the most enjoyable films ever made. 10 out of 10. As you wish. Inconceivable. My name is Inigo Montoya. I love this film so much. From its opening scenes to the young boy being read a story by his kindly grandfather to the romance, action, adventure, and fun of the fairy tale, Princess Bride tells you a tale of the beautiful Buttercup and her true love Wesley, who becomes separated through the course of an unfortunate event involving some pirates. Wesley's destiny is to rescue Buttercup from the clutches of an evil prince so that they might be together again, yet he's not bargained on some of the wonderful characters that he will befriend. and then you have some people that didn't like it.
Really?
Like you have this one person, British Dame 7001.
Screw you, British Dames.
1 out of 10, a load of puke bile.
Wow.
Come on, people.
Boo!
Come on, people. What's the big deal? I have tried and tried to watch and like this movie on recommendations from my so-called friends. But please, this movie is nothing but a load of boring, contrived, cliched crap.
Wow.
No originality whatsoever.
It is original.
It
It is. Everything spoofs and cliches it.
And don't get me started on the acting. This has got to be the worst acting I've seen in my life. Totally laughable and amateurish, to say the least. Let me say one more time so no one else wastes their valuable time on this pile of putrid crap. The acting was laughable and amateurish. The storyline was old and unoriginal. People, if you want to see a good movie, rent something else.
Rent it? All right, so this is like the lady that, has an opinion about everything.
This is the lady that thinks The Room is a good movie.
Yeah, probably.
And one more. Helga Bono, 1 out of 10. My 6-year-old puts on better shows than this in the backyard.
The backyard.
What a load of claptrap. Not only did the movie not make a lot of sense, but the acting left a lot to be desired. Scored highly on the sphincter clencher scale. I was also surprised
I'm unfamiliar with that scale.
that Peter Falk would lend his talent to a production of this caliber. Maybe he was in need of money. Who knows? Anyway, a waste of money. I was foolish enough to buy it on DVD and waste my time.
Well, you know what? She's named after the unibrow girl from Hey Arnold, so
Yeah.
that's what we get.
And then I have one more.
Screw you, Helga Pataki.
We all know we like this. I only read one of the good ones. Here's another one that's a 1 out of 10. It says completely overrated rubbish. This is a long one here.
Rubbish.
Boo! Look, I rented this film because I knew it was rated 94 on the IMDb top 250. I guess the fact I had such high expectations removed any chance of me liking this film. I felt it was utter trash. There was very little I could say was even mildly amusing. Much of Andre the Giant's lines were about as effective as he would have been if he tried to play a slim, short, well-spoken Englishman.
Okay.
Kerry Yules was a pathetic hero. I felt no affinity towards him whatsoever. The short, bald guy managed to do only one thing, annoy the crap out of me. Overall, the story was boring, the writing was lame, and the main characters of Kerry Yules and Robin Wright were one-dimensional and failed to understand how anyone could warm to them. The only scenes I found interesting and even enjoyable were those involving Fred Savage. In short, a major disappointment and yet another example of a film that, in my view, has no business being on the IMDb top 250 list.
I thought Fred Savage was probably the most annoying character in the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they wrote at the bottom, this film ranked number 94 of all time. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
All right. Let's rate her review 2 out of 10. Because she said inconceivable.
Yeah, it's just a bonus point at that point.
Anyways, Tom, if you want to take us through the scene by scene here as we examine this movie.
Mm-hmm. The movie opens with young Fred Savage in his Walter Payton Bears jersey, sick at home in bed, playing video games in the 80s, playing some sort of baseball game.
It was what was it? I don't think it was the MLB. I think it was just like Nintendo Baseball All Stars or something like that. It's super.
It's got that 8-bit.
Yeah. I actually played that, and I was like, because I saw it on TV. The first time I ever saw Princess Bride was on TV.
Uh-huh.
And I saw my dad pulled it up, and I saw just the baseball game. I was like, who's playing Nintendo right now? It tripped me up. So
Young Hayden, easily confused.
yeah.
Evidently still his.
Well, I didn't think
Started watching the wrong movie for the wrong week.
I didn't think
At least he watched it.
They just showed video games on TV or
Yeah.
movies, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
I was like 3 at the time, so
The poor boy Fred Savage, who's not he's just the grandson, is what he's billed as. He homesick. His mom comes in. He's like, "Your grandpa's here," and he's like, "Oh, Mom!" So he's gonna pinch my cheek again. I hate that. And Peter Falk busts in with like the most grandpa getup possible: a suit with a cardigan on underneath his suit jacket, the hat, the overcoat.
what does he say? He says like how you doing or something like that.
Yeah, he got his like he like jazz hands
He
it.
kind of had the Kramer like bust in the room.
Yeah, he puts down his hat, walks up, grabs Fred Savage by his meaty cheek,
Just like peels it off.
and he's just staring at his mom like, "I told you." She's like, "Well, I'm gonna leave you guys alone."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I got you a present because you're sick." And he's like, "Oh yeah." He like rips it open. He goes, "A book," and he's like, "That's right, books." He's like, when I was a kid, television was books. He's like, this is a book I read to your dad, and I'm going to read it to you.
Yeah,
and he's like, is this a kissing book?
There is some kissing, yeah. And he's like,
Grandpa. And he's like, fencing, monsters, revenge.
Guess I could give it a try.
And he's like, all right. He's like, you could read some. He's like, thank you. Your vote of confidence is overwhelming.
I'll try to stay awake.
I love when he like settles into the story. He opens it up. He's like, The Princess Bride by William Goldsmith or whatever.
Or by S. Morgenstern.
Yeah. Why does he say that? S. Morgenstern.
All
right. Well, anyways, he starts but the way he like settles in the story, like as an audience, I'm like, yeah.
It's like everybody just kind of snuggles up a little bit more. It's just like,
it's just
now
like
we're getting into it.
Gravelly grandpa voice. Yeah.
Columbo over here. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. So the book opens that there's this, farm. There's Buttercup. She lives in the country of Florin, which somewhere.
Yeah.
And she has a farmhand. You never see anybody else. It's just the two of them. So I don't know who's paying
Exactly.
Wesley.
He's the farmhand, but there's no one else around.
It's just the two of them. And it's like her pastimes are riding her horse and tormenting this guy.
Yeah, and he loves it.
And he's living for every second of it.
To be fair, if Robin Wright was the woman tormenting me, I'd be okay with it too. So,
don't give me that look over there. My wife over here in the background.
My wife.
Anyway, as they set the stage, the two of them falling in love, because all the times where Wesley says, as you wish, what he really meant to say was, I love you.
Aww.
And then they figure it out, and it's like, aw. And Fred Savage is like, Grandpa, this is a kissing book. And he's like, keep your shirt on.
All right, now shut up.
Yeah, you're very bright. Now shut up. Or he's like, yeah, you're very smart. Now shut up. So Wesley departs to seek his fortune since he can't marry because he's poor.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes out onto the seas for high adventure. And then we find out his ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts.
And he never returned.
Who leaves no survivors. And then for a week, she didn't eat or sleep. Yep. And she's like, I'll never love again.
And immediately becomes the new princess.
And then Prince Humperdinck grabs her and is just like, hey, you're going to be the princess. But it's 5 years.
Yeah.
And she's forcibly betrothed to him because he's, the prince and he, royalty.
Yeah.
He's just like, we're getting married. She's like, I don't even know you or like you. He goes, tough.
Yeah.
Royalty. Trump card. So that's when they have the first thing where he's standing up there and he has his little speech in the townsfolk in the castle. And it's like, Princess Buttercup. Yeah. And it's her, but it's not with the lady yelling, boo! My favorite.
Those sad little bugles.
Yeah.
Literally sound just like that. So they have that little moment, and Peter Falk is voiceovering this whole thing, where it's like, even though she did not love him, and it's like she still liked to ride, and she's riding, galloping around,
Why didn't she just ride away?
What? Oh, when
that's where she meets Vicini, played by Wallace Shawn, Inigo Montoya, played by Mandy Patinkin, and Andre the Giant, who plays Fezzik.
Yeah. And he just grabs her.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're just poor circus travelers. And she's like, oh, there's not a village for miles or anything. He goes, good, then no one's going to hear you scream. And Andre the Giant goes, and Vulcan death grips her.
He barely just touched her. Granted, his hand's the size of her head.
Yeah.
His hand's bigger than her head.
Yeah.
Well, they actually said that to keep her warm on set when she get cold, he would just stick his hand on top of her head to keep the heat in. He would just
like a hat.
Yeah, basically just stick his hand on top of her head.
And she's like, she was 5'8" when the movie started, but after a continuous use, she left at 5'2". So they kidnap Princess Buttercup and put her on the ship, and they're framing Gilder, the sworn enemy of Florin. Across the sea. And he's got a fancy cape, and he's ripping off a piece of fabric and just shoves it into the saddle. And he slaps the horse on the butt and sends it away. It's like, yeah, when they find the horse, they'll find the uniform part, and they'll know Gilder did it, and then they'll come looking for the princess and find her dead on the Gilder frontier.
Doesn't Inigo, doesn't he question everything? He's like,
yeah.
How do they do?
The whole time he's just asking all these kinds of questions.
And Physics is like, you didn't say anything about killing anyone.
It's like, you want me to leave you where I found you, unemployed in Greenland?
I like how when they get on the boat, he's just like talking down to Fezzik, even though he's looking up, like directly.
Yeah, he's
up.
like up to Andre the Giant's knee.
No more ramen. I mean it.
Anybody want a peanut?
As they set out sailing, and then they're sailing into the night, and Inigo Montoya sees the boat, and it's just like, there's somebody following us. What, here? He like looks and goes, maybe it's just a local fisherman out for a pleasure cruise at night. Like, he just knows, like, he shouldn't be out here. Or as they keep sailing along, then Robin Wright, Buttercup, just yeets herself off the boat to swim towards them, and then we get to the shrieking eels.
Yeah. You know.
It's like they don't actually. Yeah, I know you're concerned.
What? What?
The cutbacks are perfectly timed. Where it's like Peter Falk's talking to Fred Savage, goes like, she's fine, like nothing. She doesn't get killed.
Because like you can see the kid, like he's holding the blanket.
Yeah, like, he's like, what? He's like, you look very concerned. He goes, no, not Grandpa. You can. He's like, we could stop, and he's like, no, you can keep reading.
No, you good.
And then he starts reading, and he's like, you already read that part.
Oh,
he's like, my. Beg your apology. My bad.
Okay.
And then the eel comes up. It's like, and you just see Andre the Giant's giant hand go, bonk, bam, and the eel just, like that thing died, or it has a concussion, a severe concussion, and they yeet her out of the boat, and they keep sailing. And I love how Inigo Montoya looks as he's going. He's like, you think he's using the same wind we are? It's like, Inigo, that's why you're not in charge here. As they go, and this is like, he's gaining on us, and it's like, it doesn't matter. See the cliffs of insanity. And it's like,
well, I like how their whole philosophy is to let Andre carry all three of them up.
Yeah, they have like a vest with harnesses to put people in, and he's just like, this was obviously planning because they put the rope there prior.
Right.
But my whole thing is, you're going to trust your life to carry this man, to carry all three of you up the side of this cliff.
I still wonder how they filmed it.
Well,
it was probably
I'm sure it was on cable.
Horizontal set, and they probably had something to kind of push them along a little bit, like Spider-Man, kind of thing. So,
but I do like how Vicini's like, he's catching us. What do I even pay you for? And he's like, well, I'm carrying three.
It's like he's only got to carry himself. You were this colossus. You were this great legendary thing.
Cut the rope.
And like, I love how he goes to cut it, and Andre the Giant hasn't even made it up yet.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to leave him, but, the man in black arrives, grabs onto the rope, and just goes as he starts catching up and gaining, and it goes like, he's climbing. He's gaining on us.
That conceivable.
So then they cut the rope, and you watch it go off the cliff edge. And then he looks and goes, huh, he's still climbing. And he's like, he didn't fall? Inconceivable. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I love that line.
And then Vicini's like, we're taking the princess. It's like, we're going straight to the Gilder frontier. It's like if he falls, great. If not, the sword. He goes, I'm going to duel him left-handed. He's like, you know what a hurry we're in. He's like, if I do it my right, it'll be over too quickly. I won't get any satisfaction.
Well,
have it your way.
Like Inigo's like, hey, can you hurry it up a bit? He's like, well,
unless you have some rope or a branch.
Yeah. He's like, I'd offer you a rope, Adam. I feel like you would not take it. As my word as a Spaniard.
No good. That's no good. I've known too many Spaniards.
And the bad part is Inigo's like, yeah.
He's like, you just have to wait. And he's like, I hate waiting. He's like, after all, I'm only waiting up here to kill you. It's like, that really does put a dampener on our relationship. The dialogue is just so good.
Well, then he's like, on the word of my father. He's like, throw me the rope.
Yeah, on the soul of my father. If somebody said that to you, you'd be like, all right, toss it. All right. Toss it. He climbs up, and Wesley goes to draw the sword. And he's just like, nah, when you're ready.
Yeah, catch your breath.
And he's like, thank you. And he pulls out the boot, and he just rocks him flying out of it. And Inigo just listens and goes, you wouldn't happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand. And he's like, do you always start conversations this way? And he's like, my father was slaughtered by a man with 6 fingers on his right hand. And he's like, and he just like holds up his hand. He's like, 5. And he's like, okay. And then he tells him, he literally takes his sword out, hands it to the guy. He just said, I'm going to kill you.
Right.
I'm waiting here to kill you. And he just looks and, and he hands it back to him.
Yeah, he's just they're examining the hilt and stuff. And he just turns around, stab him.
Because when you watch, Wesley draws second. So when Inigo takes his sword out, which is set for him to be truly right-handed, and he switches into his left hand. You see Wesley switch to his left hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay. Like, I see the game you're playing, Spaniard. And then they have the great duel.
Yeah, an amazing sword duel. That, you know, even to this day, yeah, it's fencing, which is kind of like, you know, a little goofy, but like, you know, as far as like real sword play, it's one of the best. So, and those actors, you know, weeks and weeks of training, so
and practicing when they weren't like doing that, because I think they learned each other's choreography like to the second, so they were never going to be out of place, and like nobody got hurt, and all the fencing you see is them.
Yeah, it's really well done. And then you know, of course, Wesley defeats
as they're dueling. He's just like Indigo's just like, he's like, I must admit, he's like, you're better than I am. He's like, then why are you smiling? And he's like, because there's something I know that you don't know. And he's like, what's that? He goes, I'm not left-handed, as he switches like mid-swing, and he's like, it's like, oh, or watching going, oh no, he's right-handed? Like, that was such a big deal. And then they fight up the little steps, and Wesley's just like, you know, he's like, there's something I should tell you. He's like, tell me. He's like, I'm not left-handed either. And like he like shoves him off, and the music's like, like he's a superhero. And he just like launches the sword out, and every time he does it, the music stops. Yeah, like he swipes it out of his hand, and like Inigo like backflips over like a rock, and like looks up and catches it. And as soon as he catches it, the music cues back in. It has no business being that funny.
Yeah, it is like it's almost like slapstick, but I don't know, like the way that they put the beat to the music and how just kind of like, I don't know, extra the actors are, but like intentionally so. And it's funny, you know. And even as a kid, there was no real fear of death. You just kind of like were enjoying the moment as they were as well. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really well done.
It's the most respect-laden fight, because after he like disarms Indigo, and he's like, kill me quickly, and he's like, I would rather destroy a stained glass window than an artist like yourself, but since I can't have you following me either, he just knocks him out.
You know, it'd been a whole different movie. Instead of knocking him out, he just went cut his head off right there.
Yeah, just and he's like, please understand, I hold you in the highest respect. And then he just grabs his stuff, and takes off running while the music goes. Yeah,
that's kind of like the with all due respect, I can say whatever I want as long as I say that.
Yeah, with the
I hold you in the highest respect, and then knock him out.
Like the Italian eraser phrase. I don't mean that in a bad way. And then he cuts to Vicini, Buttercup, and Fezzik, and they see it's like he's still following us. Yeah, and it's just like, you know, it's like all right, now it's your turn to Andre the Giant, and he's like, kill him. He's like, your way, and he's like, my way. He's like, what's my way? It's like, pick up one of the rocks, go behind the boulder. When he comes around and his head's in view, hit it with the rock.
To me, that doesn't seem like that would be his way, though.
He's like, my way's not very sportsmanlike. And then you get like the most unintentional jump scare out of this whole movie, where Wesley comes around the corner and like kind of senses danger, and then bam, and the rock explodes right in his face.
It's like a bowling ball.
And he's like, I missed on purpose. I could have killed you if I wanted to. He's like, I believe you.
I mean, I would have thought his way would have been like picking up a big rock and just dropping it on top of him when he walked by.
His way was
like throwing it like Randy Johnson.
His way was a battle of strength, right? That's all they agreed. No sword,
skill against skill, as God intended.
I'm just saying, I would have predicted this.
I feel like you're at an advantage. He goes, I could kill you now, and he's like, all right, we'll have it your way.
You've convinced me.
Why are you wearing a mask? As he's trying to punch him in the face, and he's like, were you burned by acid or something? Like, he was so specific.
Just a very non-conventional, just conversation just going along.
As he fights Fezzik, he manages to get behind him because of his speed and choke holds him out until he falls. But the whole time Andre the Giant's they're having a conversation. And it's just like, have you ever fought one-on-one? I was like, what's the most? He's like, you use different set of moves when you're fighting 10 guys at once versus only what? And he flips over Andre the Giant onto his back, and he's like still breathing. And he goes, he's like, I don't envy the headache you're going to have when you wake up, but in the meantime, rest well and dream of large women. And then as he takes off running again.
Running up the hill,
And then I think that's where we get the cut in where Humperdinck and his posse get to where he dueled Inigo.
Yeah.
And he's like dancing like in the same spots, like following their footprints.
Right. Like he actually knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, and they're all just like, huh? Like, you tell us what happened. And he's like, there was a great duel. It's like the winner went this way. The loser went that way. It's like the winner went towards Gilder. And then they take off in pursuit. So now you know they're being hunted as well. Yeah. Wesley is. As he meets Vicini for the Battle of Wits. Right. I love how he's being chased with the princess, and he has time to set up a table on a rock with a tablecloth, bread, cheese, apples, wine. He has you just had this for this moment.
Well, I like how his whole Battle of Wits comes down to, will I drink this cup or that cup? It's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. Clearly, I can't choose the wine in front of you. So they meet, and that's where we go to the Battle of Wits, and he's like, pour the wine. And he sits down, and he's like, pulls out the little, it looks like a cinnamon stick, but he takes out like a cap, and he's just like, inhale, but don't touch. And he tastes and goes, to powder.
Yeah.
That's,
I don't smell anything.
And he's like, of course you don't. What you don't smell is iocane powder. Odorless, colorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is one of the more deadly poisons.
It took a while to explain to my little girl that both cups were poisoned.
Yeah.
She was like, but he's the only one that died. I said, I understand that. What I'm trying to tell you is he's immune. What's immune mean? It can't hurt him. Why not? I'm like, God.
Because he's immune.
I don't know what other way to say immune.
I do remember being tripped up by that scene at the end.
Both of them were poisoned.
I think my parents just wrote it off as like, he's the good guy. He's going to win. Okay.
So they said they have this awesome back and forth.
Yeah. Never get in a land war with Asia. What does he say?
Well, because at first it starts with, he's like, I have to choose I have to decide what I know about you. Are you the kind of person to put the poison in front of you or as far away in my cup? And he's like, you've bested my Spaniard, which means you've studied. In studying, you have learned that man is mortal. He's like, you've also beat my giant, which means you're very strong and you might be relying on your strength to get you through this.
None of this makes any sense.
No, and he's like, surely, you must have a dizzying intellect.
Yeah.
And he's like, not even close. He's like, what on earth could that be? And he points off, and Wesley's like, what? Where? As he just switches the cups.
I can't remember. Does he actually even switch them, or does he just pretend like he's going to?
No, he switches them.
Okay.
Yeah, Vicini switches the cups.
Oh wait, that's
It's where Wesley puts the
when
cups
Wesley,
out.
Where he's like,
Wesley puts them down, and then he sets
he's
them
like,
back down where they would have been.
And then, the great line, it's like, you're that smart. And he's like, have you heard of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle? Yes, morons. The great trivia answer from Hayden when I said those words, and Hayden just was like, slapped the buzzer and was like, morons? Yes, woo! Give me my point. And then he's like, what's so funny? He goes, I'll tell you in a minute. First, let's drink. And he's like, you fool! He starts yelling at him, and Wesley's just smirking at him the entire time.
Yeah.
And he's like, you chose wrong. Which it didn't matter,
right?
Which cup he drank out, if he still drank out of the cup. And he's just like, you fell for one of the greatest blunders. The first and most well known is never going to a land war in Asia. But the second and slightly less well known is this: never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
And
he's like, ah.
So let me ask you, what is a land war with China, and how would that not be a good thing to do?
Well, China is mostly like a landlocked nation, and they have giant borders
with huge mountains.
But how much of that is really, patrolled? As far as as you get further and further,
we're getting sidetracked, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
They're notoriously, in the medieval and earlier ages, winning their wars.
Okay.
So Wesley frees Buttercup, and she deduces he is the dread pirate Roberts, who does not leave survivors and had killed Wesley. Mm-hmm. And they have a monologue where he talks about Wesley or himself.
Yeah.
And then, he's getting angry with her because she's out,
Well, the whole time he's judging whether she still loves him or not.
Yeah. Which, and then she, says something and just shoves him off the cliff. As you wish. She's like, Wesley! And she just trips and rolls down there after
That was
him.
like one of the most infamous forms of what's called wigging.
Yeah.
Where they put
because you can tell.
It's a dude. You see his beard and like his blonde Barbie wig just flailing. You watch it to this day and you're just like, God, that's so
meaty
bad.
arms as he's rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Humperdinck and his posse, and it's just like, oh, they disappeared. It's like, they must know we're following them.
Yeah.
like they ran. It's just like no, she shoved him down a mountain, and she just tripped herself down the mountain.
Yeah.
Oof. And then he's like, oh, at the bottom.
Yeah.
So then it's now revealed that the man in black is Wesley, but anybody watching the film and had seen the beginning and saw him wearing the mask knew it was just Cary Ellis with a mustache.
Yeah. His little thin mustache.
His little thin mustache.
Yeah.
So then they talk, and then they see Prince Humperdinck on the top where they were. Then they run into the fire swamp.
Yeah. Fire swamp.
I want to know how they got the scene where he like dives into the sand for her.
I read about that. So they didn't. They wanted to put her in one more fit of mortal danger, and they couldn't think of anything creative. And so Cary Elwes, Yules or whatever, he was the one who was like, throw her into a sand pit, a quicksand, and I'll dive in and get her. And then just like engineered that.
Also, I'm saying, like, how do they keep the sand in a makeshift one? I don't know.
I mean, there's probably stuff underneath that you obviously probably couldn't see. There was like breathing stuff or
no. They could totally it was like a shallow pool. Like they fall in and go flat under the loose sand, and they could stand up at any moment.
I just wanted to show how they. I mean, I know it wasn't like full of sand. I just didn't know how they keep it to where the sand doesn't just keep falling in like a hole or something like that.
And it probably wasn't sand. It was probably like what's that corn stuff that's super flammable?
Oh.
Yeah.
in the fire swamp.
Well, they clearly it was for a movie.
There wouldn't have been a fire swamp. It just would have been.
I do like how when Robin Wright goes in, she's got her dress and stuff, and that little burst of fire hits. They said that William Goodman was on set, knew that was supposed to happen, and still went, her dress is on fire, and ruined the first take. And then he was like, oh yeah. So they had to refilm that and get her a whole nother dress.
Rodents of unusual sizes? Never believed in them.
As he's fighting and like the sword gets knocked, and the whole time, and this is a part Rachel got mad at, is Buttercup is just standing there watching him fight the man in the rat costume.
She kind of like pokes it with the stick,
but she like picks it up and holds it up like she's gonna bring it down on top of him, and then she just goes like, just poking it in the face.
What did you want her to do? She's a girl.
Yeah.
And she's
helpless
like, Wesley, because he's like coming at her after he's like getting like his arm bitten in his chest, and he's just like, God. He's about to get the sword, and he's like, I gotta grab the rat's tail now because you.
Yeah. I love it when he stabs the rat. It goes,
like a dog.
Yeah.
The goofy.
And then they escape the fire swamp to run into Humperdinck. And his posse.
The captain of the guard is the six-fingered man.
Yeah, Count Rugen.
Yeah.
He sees his hand, and he's
after like Humperdinck takes Buttercup. It's like, oh, we're gonna take Wesley to his ship and send him on his way. Because like whatever she says, and it was like, what'd you just say? And then he's like, what'd you just say?
She completely betrayed him there. He was fully well intending to get out of this.
And I love how Wesley's just staying there getting like tied up because he knows like, yeah, he's like, you guys aren't those kinds of people. Yeah. And he just sees Count Rugen and he goes, you have 6 fingers on your right hand. And he's like, a man was looking for you. And he takes that sword, just dunk, and clonks him on the head.
Actually,
I was going to say,
gave him a concussion.
Yeah,
yeah.
Didn't he, I think he had to get stitches.
Yeah.
Bust him open, like stop the shoot for a couple of days.
Yeah, because he like pommel struck him.
Jeez.
But supposedly the Cary Elwes told him to actually hit him.
Yeah, he did.
Because he wanted that, to look real.
Yeah, well,
he did.
Sure
he got it. So now Buttercup threatens to commit suicide because she doesn't want to marry Humperdinck. She wants to marry Wesley.
God forbid she'd be rich and live in a castle.
Yeah.
She tells the king, she's like, this is goodbye or something like that.
He's like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Tonight will be the last night that I'll take my life before the morning.
That's
like,
nice, dear.
That's nice, dear.
She kissed me. That's later. That's later. So Wesley is taken to the pit of despair. The pit of despair.
He's got a very novel voice after he coughs.
And he has like the machine. I think it's just what they call it.
Yeah.
And he's like, suction cups have been around for this, but instead of sucking water, I'm sucking life.
As a kid, I was like, what?
And he's like, now remember, this is for posterity, so please be honest. How did that make you feel? And he's like, interesting. So they go through the whole plan of having. Then you realize Humperdinck is planned to have Buttercup kidnapped and killed anyway, and now he's just gonna have to strangle her on the wedding night and frame Gilder for it, so he can go to war with Gilder.
No, I'm just gonna have to strangle her.
I mean, why not just go to war with Gilder? You're about to be king.
He wanted to have the people's backing behind it. That's why he got He got Buttercup.
I'm sure there's better ways you can find that.
It's in the subplot. You can see it there, but like he got Buttercup because she was one of the people, and like they all loved her, and then he was gonna make Gilder look like the enemy by having her killed by their hand.
You can have the current king killed since he wants to be king anyways. Just saying.
No, but he wants to go to war with Gilder.
Yeah, have to make it look like
Gilder
killed
whatever,
the current king.
Whatever.
Then he gets king, and they want to kill.
So then Humperdinck has his number 3 guy, not his number 2 guy. That's Count Ruger, the 6-fingered man. The number 3 guy, the redheaded guy with the gray cape, show up and like
Geeky.
Yeah, the gatekeep guy, and tells him, "It's like killers from Gilder," and he's like, "My spies have heard nothing." And he's like, "I want the guard. I want the thieves' forest emptied." Yeah. And he's just like, "We don't have numbers." He's like, "Form a brute squad." I never knew what a brute squad was. Yeah. It's like you just find the biggest, disgusting looking people you could find.
It was a response team.
It was a response team. It was the goons. Assemble the goons. So then they join, and that's where you find out that Inigo is just drunk because he's like, "There's a Spaniard giving us trouble." He's like, "Then you give him some trouble."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Move." He's like, "All right, we're done with the scene. I'm leaving." And he goes, and he's like, "You help," and then it's Andre the Giant. Yeah, and he like sees the giant hand, and the guard like comes up to arrest Inigo. You just see Andre just go whoop, and just uppercut this dude off screen. Just like whee. It's like, Andre, you killed another extra. You got to stop doing that, Andre.
It was for the craft, all right?
I like how when Fezzik's trying to wake him up, just
dunking his head in like hot and then cold water. He's like, "That's enough."
Attempt to drown the man by waterboard. Yeah.
He's like, "We need the man in black." It's like, because he's like, "There's 30 guards." He goes, "How many guards could you take?" He's like, "I never fight more than 10."
Yeah, he's like,
he's like going,
counting on his fingers.
He's like, "That leaves 20 for me." He goes, "Not even at my best could I take that many." Yeah. He's like, "I have no gift for strategy. I don't have Vicini's brain."
Yeah.
He's like, "We need the man in black." It's like the man in black's dead. And it's like, no. He's like, "Don't trifle me with nonsense." It's like, as they leave to go find Wesley. And then that's when Humperdinck finds out, because after Robin Wright or Buttercup's like, "I'm just going to kill myself. Yeah. Like, if you try to marry me, like the next morning I'll be dead." Yeah. And she starts calling him a coward, and he like locks her in a room. And then he like runs down the castle hallway, and then he's running down the steps in like the next cut in the pit of despair. Yeah. Giving Wesley the business, and then he grabs the lever and just yeets it to the 50.
He doesn't even say much. He just runs in and throws it up.
And like on the screen, even Robin Wright, like her character, just like,
everyone everywhere just starts looking around.
Huh?
The man of ultimate despair.
The sound of ultimate suffering.
Yeah, Peter Falk says that it was a sound that was heard for miles or something like that. Yeah.
And then Inigo knows. He's like, "Because that's the sound I made when the 6-fingered man murdered my father." Yeah. And as they go, and then they find the albino guy. Yeah. And he's just like, "You work for Count Ruger, the Pit of Despair." It's just like, "Where is he?" He's just staring at him. He's like, Fezzik, jog his memory. He just thumps him on the head. He just stares.
Inigo. I jogged it too hard.
I jogged him too hard. And he does like the whole like praying thing with the sword. And he's just like stops like right into a tree. And he's like defeated. And he just rests on it. But he hits the notch and opens it. And he's like, And he just looks. And then they're like listening to Wesley. It's like, he's dead. And it's like, we need to find a miracle worker.
Miracle Max. And
then they find Miracle Max. He's like banging on the door. And he's just like, "Aren't you the guy who used to work for Humperdinck?" He's like, "Thanks for rubbing salt in old wounds. What's next? You going to give me a paper cut? Squeeze lemon juice in it?" And it's like, "Now get out of here before I call the Brute Squad." And Andre's like, "I'm on the Brute Squad." "You are the Brute Squad."
Because that's when he first notices the giant man standing there.
Who would have went like shoved the door open. And he's like, it's a noble cause. It's like his wife is going to do this. It's like his children are on the brink of starvation. It's just like, we're doing it for this other reason. He goes, he's like, "Your first lie was better." Yeah. It's like, it's for a noble cause. It's just like, he's like, "I never worked for so little." Yeah. It's like, except one time, and that was a noble cause. "Oh, this is noble." And like, they do like the thing, and it's like, "True love."
To blave?
To blave. And then here comes his wife. "Liar!" And he's like, "Get back, witch." "I'm not a witch, I'm your wife." As he's chasing, going, "Humperdinck, Humperdinck, Humperdinck." "I'm not listening." So they take the job. They make the pill because Inigo was only mostly dead.
The chocolate makes it go dowdy.
Covered in chocolate.
Make sure you wait 15 minutes for full potency, and he shouldn't go swimming for an hour, at least an hour after he eats it.
Like making it up as they go along.
And they'll leave. It's like, bye-bye, boys. It's like, have fun storming the castle.
You taking a whack?
It'll take a miracle. Bye. So then they wait, and they have no clue if it's been 15 minutes or not.
Why do they not give him the pill until they get to the castle?
They do. They're at the top of the...
Yeah, but
they're looking at the front gate
because
now it's guarded by 60 men, not 30.
But while you're there, why didn't you give it to him there and then carry him there while it's coming to start to work?
I don't know.
I didn't write it, Mitch. I didn't write it.
I'm just saying that would make more sense, right?
The scene flows better, I guess.
Yeah.
It would make
So
more
they
sense
give him
to
the
do it all
pill,
way.
and it's like, how long do you think it'll take he wakes up and goes, he's like, I'll rip you out the pot. I'll take you single-handedly. And it's just like, he's like, why can't I move my arms? He's like, well, you've been mostly dead all day. And then he's like, wherever they're saying it, he's like tapping his finger. He's like, you're already tapping your finger. Doesn't that make you happy?
Look at you.
And he's like, who are you? He's like, what's going on? And he's like, let me explain. No, wait, there's too much. Let me sum up. And he gives him the rundown that Buttercup's going to marry Humperdinck in like 30 minutes. Yeah. And he's like, what are our assets? It's like my steel, his strength, your brain. And he goes, can't be done.
Yeah.
And he's like, if we had like a cloak or a wheelbarrow, it's like, that'd be something. It's like, oh, we got the wheelbarrow. And he's like, Miracle Max gave me this because it fits so good. And he goes, now we got something.
Yeah. He's like,
why didn't you list those with our assets? The Fezzik's like, hey, you moved your head.
He like rocks his head.
And where he's talking and he grabs Carrie Ellis' head and he shakes it up and down. Yes. So they cultivate their plan. And at the time of the wedding, all the guards are outside. And they're starting the wedding, and it's Peter Cook, legendary like British satirist, as billed as the impressive clergyman. Marriage is what brings us together to die.
When love,
true love.
man and wife.
Man and wife. Do you have the wing?
The wing.
Frodo. And as you hear like the commotion outside, and then Andre the Giant's like Inigo is carrying Wesley on his back while wheelbarrowing Fezzik, who has his cloak on, and he's like, do I light it? He goes, wait. And he's like, the dread pirate Roberts leaves no survivors. As everybody starts running, he's like, light the candle.
Yeah, and Inigo's like trying to.
He's like, light him. And he's like, and like they just light Andre the Giant on fire. And he's like, I come for your soul.
Everybody runs except for the gatekeeper guy.
And he like flips off the thing. It was like, he's like, Fezzik, the portcullis. As the gates are coming down, he just grabs, goes, yeah, and eats it back up. And it's like, give us the key. He's like, the gate. He's like, I have no gate key. And he's like, Fezzik, rip his arms off.
Gate key.
And he's like, oh, gate key, this gate key.
Yeah, here you go. Oh,
here. Yeah. And they make their way into the castle. Count Rugen and 4 minions depart to go investigate the troubles as they're making their way through the castle. Man and wife. They run into the 4, and Count Rugen's like, he's like, kill the giant and the Spaniard. He's like, leave the Dark One for questioning. Yeah. And they all run, and they're the most haphazard looking guards because they're like, yeah, running at Inigo, who just takes all 4 of them. Yeah. Like in like he's like, ta, 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 ta. Like he like takes the guy out behind him without even looking. Mm-hmm. He's just like, spears him through the chest. Yeah. And then he does, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And then Count Rugen runs. He's like, and he starts chasing after him, and he goes and locks the door, and Indigo's just crashing into it. And he takes Wesley, puts him in like the statue like of armor, and goes. And he's just
hanging there.
As Indigo's running and smacking himself into the door, he just puts his arm out and stops him. And he's like, and knocks the door, and he just gestures like,
there you go.
Like, here you go. And he's like, thank you, Fezzik. As he takes off running. And then Fezzik goes back to where Wesley was, and there's just the dead guards. He's like looking around like,
did the John Travolta
like in Pulp Fiction, like, where did he go? I don't know what happened here. So that's what happens. And then you find out because Humperdinck takes Buttercup back to the suite, and then that's where she finds Wesley. They're making out, and he's like, Julie! And she drops his head, and then they're talking. It's like, what about Humperdinck? And like, Humperdinck walks into the room, and Wesley gives him like this monologue. He's going to cut off his feet, his hands, his
To the pain.
Yes, to the
He's
pain.
like, I'm not familiar with that phrase. Basically mutilate him except his ears so everybody could hear him.
Yeah.
So he could hear every screaming kid.
We saved the ears.
So every kid can go, oh my God, what is that disgusting
You'll know
thing?
the sound of babes as they weep when they gaze upon your hideous face.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
And he's
You're
like,
bluffing. He's bluffing.
and then he's like, maybe I am. Or maybe I do have the strength. And then he stands up and it's like, the music's like all impressive. And he's like, drop your sword. And he's like, "Dang!"
Yeah.
And he's like, tie him up.
Yeah.
And then that's when Inigo, we cut back to Inigo as he's running through. And
Well, real quick before you get to that, I like how Wesley's just like sitting there and he's not moving at all. And then when he comes in to like stab him, he's like tink, 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 and as he gets closer, he just keeps moving a little more and a little more.
yeah. So as Inigo's about to take on Count Rugen, you see him pull the dagger out of his boot and he runs and waits for Inigo and he cheap shots him.
Yeah.
He 360 knifes him, throwing knifes him in the gut. And he's like, yeah. And then, the Humperdinck Wesley exchange happens and then it cuts back to Inigo because everybody's like, oh, Inigo, no. And he's like, there's a lot of blood. Like he's stabbed in the stomach. And he pulls out the dagger and stands up and like drops and gets back up and Count Rugen's like taunting him. Yeah. And he like stabs him like through like the shoulder or like the top of his chest.
Like deflects it weirdly with
this, as he's like, bleeding and like deflect with one hand, like one's in the arm, but he doesn't really react to it. Mm-hmm. And then he goes to stab him again and he's like, dunk! And he's like moving twice as fast and he starts taking him out.
My name is
while saying it to him, and he gives him the same wounds he gave him.
Yeah.
As he's fighting, he's like,
Offer me
stop
money.
saying that.
He's like,
and he gives him the same cuts up the
Offer
cheek.
me land.
Yeah.
And this is
How could I
quoting,
have
so
it more?
please. And then he goes to give him the coup de grace, and Wesley catches his sword and stabs him in the gut and gives him the great line.
Inigo catches the sword.
That's what I said.
You said Wesley.
Oh, you know who I meant.
No, what you're talking about, Tom. God.
Inigo catches the sword, stabs Count Rugen in the gut, and he's like, I want my father back, you son of a...
Well, I remember like,
it's like, oh man, that was so tremendous. And he takes out the sword, and Count Rugen's dead. And then he meets up with everybody, and they're like, they got Humperdinck tied up. And then you hear Andre the Giant because he found 4 horses. And it's like, you did a good thing.
yeah.
I found these in the stables.
In case we found the lady. Hey, lady.
Yeah, but like Wesley stands up and he's like struggling. He's like kind of like on the
And
bed.
he's like, I knew it.
I knew he was bluffing.
I knew he was bluffing. I knew he
Somebody
was
points
bluffing.
the sword at him. He's like, oh, bluff.
So Robin Wright falls out the window. It's like, with like the
Graceful,
graceful caught by Andre the Giant. And Inigo and Wesley are standing there, and Inigo's just like, he's like, what are you going to do now? And he's just like, oh, he's like, been doing revenge for 20 years. He goes, I don't know what I'm going to do now. He's like, have you ever considered piracy? He's like, you'd make a great Dread Pirate Roberts. And he just throws himself out the window. And Inigo's like, huh, like pirate, huh? And then he goes out, and then they take off riding. And then it cuts back to Grandpa and Fred Savage, and he's just like, it's just more kissing. And he's like, you can read it, Grandpa. He's like,
In the history of the world, there's been
five kisses, and like that were like this like important. He goes, this one left them all behind.
Yeah,
and then the movie, he finishes with the book, and Peter Falk is like, I think it's time for you to go to bed, and he's getting ready to leave, and he's like, maybe you can come by tomorrow, Grandpa, and read it to me again. And he just turns to us and goes, as you wish.
Right in the
End
field.
scene, end movie.
Best. Solid ending. Mm-hmm. Solid movie.
It won like 7 awards too.
It did.
See, best fantasy film and best costumes at the Saturn Awards. Truly Moving Picture Award at the Heartland Film Festival. Mm-hmm. National Film Preservation Board it's in the National Film Registry since 2016.
As well, it should be.
Toronto International Film Festival for People's Choice Award. Young Artist Award for Best Young Actor in a Motion Picture for a Drama, which is Fred Savage. And then the Hugo Awards for Best Dramatic Presentation by Rob Reiner and William Goldman.
Wow. Yeah. If that was like the only movie I got to be a part of, I could die happily.
I'd be happy.
I'd be okay.
Yeah. I'd be happy. This is always going to be a 10 out of 10 movie to me because this has everything you want. It's always funny.
Everyone but these stupid people that rated it all.
Except those Philistines, those morons.
Yeah, they're taking crap.
Socrates? Plato?
Morons!
But speaking of morons,
Okay.
we got a little bit of trivia.
No, is it about this movie?
It's not about the Princess Bride.
Okay.
Welcome to the most on-screen deaths. I am going to read to you a select number of films or television shows, and you're going to tell me the actor.
Okay.
This is a...
Could go quick now.
I can trim it. Well, some of these are going to go pretty fast.
Actually, let's do these on another part where we can do some news and stuff.
All right, you're gonna edit this.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Inconceivable.
Wow, that was a great episode. Good job, Tom.
Which, I mean, The Princess Bride, we love talking about this movie because it's just such a fun movie. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Kids love it. Adults our age, we're in our 30s now. My parents, they're in their 60s. They still think it's a great movie.
So what would you rate it? 1 out of 10.
10.
You already said 10 out of 10.
This is a 10 out of 10 movie.
It transcends the ages. I feel comfortable calling it a 10 out of 10 movie when you can have everybody from every age group watch it and all agree that it's a good movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
10 out of 10.
It's probably one of the top 10 movies ever made that just like when we did, you were still deployed.
Mm-hmm.
What we do, like the top 10 watching movies of all time. I think we called this number 1.
Yeah.
Or I called it my number 1.
It was on our list. I
think you had it like number 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. You see it. It's just like, let's watch this.
You gotta watch it. You can, it's like if it's on TV back when cable was a thing.
Yeah.
Because
you always hope to get the fencing scene.
Yeah.
Well, and that's when I first watched this movie. That's the first scene I saw was the fire force. Because I saw the giant rats and I saw them fight. I was like, "Oh, what is this?"
Yeah.
That's the first scene I remember seeing in this movie. So.
Yeah. Great movie.
But sadly, we've come to the end of this episode. Inconceivable.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. And I'm trying to work in a line. I can't. Yeah. Anyways.
You couldn't come up with a line? Inconceivable. Do you want us to leave you where we found you, Hayden?
Yeah.
Unemployed in Greenland?
But if you like this, give us a 5-star. Give us some reviews, comments.
I will, Mitch, as you wish.
Let us know.
Oh, there it is. I knew you were trying. Like the Arnold Schwarzenegger. As you wish. I'm from Florida and I'm here to save John Connor. Wesley and Buttercup.
All right, that's it from me, Hayden.
That's it from me, Tom.
Hey, Mitch.
We'll see you on the next one. Gilder sucks.